Hi friends, today we'll discuss joint probability distribution. If x and y are two discrete random variables, then we define the joint probability function of x and y by p of x equal to x, y equal to y, which is equal to f of xy, where f of xy satisfy the following conditions: f of xy greater than or equal to 0 and summation x and summation y f of x comma y equal to 1. The second condition means that the sum over all the values of x and y is equal to 1. Suppose x equal to x1, x2, so on up to xm, and y equal to y1, y2, so on up to yn, then p of x equal to xi, comma y equal to yj equal to f of xi, comma yj is denoted by jij. It should be observed that f is a function on the Cartesian product of the sets x and y, as we have x into y equal to pair of x and y values, that is x1, y1, x2, y2, so on up to xm, yn. F is also referred as joint probability density function of x and y in the respective order. The set of values of this function f of xi comma yj equal to jij for I equal to 1 to m and j equal to 1 to n is called as joint probability distribution of x and y. These values are presented in the form of a table is called as joint probability table. In the table we have y values and x values. X values in the row wise and y values in the column wise. Here x1, x2, so on up to xm, we can take it in a first, second, third, so on up to mth row, and y values y1, y2, so on up to yn in a first, second, so on up to nth column. Now the joint probability value of x1 and y1 is called as j11. Joint probability value of x1 and y2 is called as j12. So on up to joint probability value of x1 and y1 is called as j1n. Similarly, joint probability value of x2 and y1 is called as j21, and joint probability value of x2, y2 is called as j22, so on up to joint probability value of x2 and yn is called as j2n. So on, continuing this way, the last row xm with respect to the y values, xm y1, that is joint probability value of xm yn is called as jm1. Joint probability value of xm y2 is called as jm2. Joint probability value of xm and yn is called as jmn. Now we can calculate the sum of each rows and sum of each columns. Here sum of first row I can call it as f of x1, sum of second row I can call it as f of x2, so on up to sum of mth row, that is I can call it as f of xm. Sum of these rows values is equal to 1. Similarly, now I can calculate sum of column values. The first column value I can call it as g of y1. Sum of second column value is I can call it as g of y2, so on up to the sum of nth column value g of y1 I can call it as gyn. and sum of these column sums is equal to 1. This is the condition. Now we can see about the marginal distribution, marginal probability distribution. In the joint probability table, f of x1, f of x2, so on up to f of xm respectively represent the sum of all the entries in the first row, second row, so on up to mth row. Similarly, g of y1, g of y2, so on up to g of yn respectively represents the sum of all the entries in the first column, second column, so on up to nth column. That is, f of x1 equal to j11 plus j12 so on up to j1n, f of x2 equal to j21 plus j22 plus so on up to j2n, and so on up to f of xm jm1 plus jm2 so on up to jmn. Similarly, the sum of column values, first column is g of y1 equal to j11, j21 so on up to jm1. Next, second column value is g of y2, j12, j22 so on up to jm2, and so on up to the last column value g of y1 equal to j1n plus j2n so on up to jmn. Now the set of f of x1, f of x2 so on up to f of xm and set of g of y1, g of y2 so on up to g of y1 are called as marginal probability distributions of x and y respectively. It should be noted that f of x1 plus f of x2 plus so on up to f of xm equal to 1 and g of y1 plus g of y2 plus so on up to g of yn equal to 1, which implies, which is equivalent to sum of I equal to 1 to m summation j equal to n f of xi comma jyj equal to summation 1 to m summation 1 to n jij equal to 1. Therefore, the total of all the entries in the joint probability table is equal to 1. Now we can see the independent random variables. The discrete random variables x and y are said to be independent random variables if p of x equal to x comma y equal to y, which is equal to p of x equal to x into p of y equal to y, and conversely, that is p of x equal to x I and y equal to y j equal to p of x equal to xi into p of x y equal to yj, which is equivalent to f of xi into g of yj, which is equal to jij in the joint probability table. That is to say that x and y are independent if each entry jij in the table is equal to the product of its marginal entries. Otherwise, x and y are said to be dependent. Now we can have some of the formulae which will be helpful in the examples. First one, expectation. It is same as the mean. If x and y are two discrete random variables having joint probability function f of xy, then the expectations of x and y are defined as follows. That is mu x, that is mean of x, which again I can call as E of x, that is expectation of x, which is equal to summation x into summation y, x into f of xy, which implies the simple notation is summation of xi into f of xi, only x into f of xi values. Similarly, the mean of y, that is expectation of y, mu y, which is equal to E of y, we can call it as summation x summation y, y of y into f of xy, that is summation y into g of y is only y and its function values, that is its marginal distribution value. Now we have further expectation of both the values, that is expectation of x and y, which is equal to summation x into y into jij value, that is summation of xi yj into jij. Now we have variance. The variance of x is denoted by v of x and is defined as v of x equal to summation I equal to 1 to n into xi minus mu whole square into f of xi, which is simply denoted as E of x minus mu whole square. Now the third one is covariance. If x and y are random variables having mean mu x and mu y, that is expectations E of x, E of y respectively, then the covariance of x and y is denoted by COV of xy and is defined as COV of xy equal to summation I summation j xi minus mu x into yj minus mu y into jij. In the simple way, expectation of x minus mu x into y minus mu y, which is equivalent to summation I into summation j xi yj jij minus mu x mu y. But we have, this is the summation of xi yj jij is expectation of xy, therefore covariance is equal to expectation of xy minus expectation of x into expectation of y, that is mu x mu y. Now correlation. The correlation of x and y denoted by rho of xy and is defined as rho of xy equal to covariance of xy divided by sigma x sigma y, where sigma x sigma y is the standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y. We can obtain these by using the variance formula, that is where sigma x equal to square root of variance of x and sigma y equal to square root of variance of y. We have one note here. If x and y are independent random variables, then expectation of xy, which is equal to expectation of x into expectation of y. And second one is, if the variables are independent, then covariance of xy equal to 0. If the covariance of xy equal to 0, then we will get the correlation of xy is also 0. Now we have one remark which will helpful for the finding variance of x. Remark: already we have the formula for covariance of xy. Replace x by y, so replace y by x, we have expectation of x square minus mu x, that is mu x whole square, that I can call as a E of x. Therefore here covariance of xx is directly, that is also variance, we have covariance of x comma x equal to, using the above formula, expectation of x minus mu x whole square, which is equal to using variance of x, that is sigma x square, that is standard deviation of x whole square. Now which is equal to v of x, therefore by expanding a minus b whole square formula, we have the one more formula to find a variance of x, that is in the easier way, that is expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square. These are the very important formula to remember, which will be helpful in the coming examples. Now consider an example. The joint probability distribution table for two random variables x and y is follows as: row values are x, that is 1 2, and y values, that is column values, -2, -1, 4 and 5, and these are the joint probability values. That is, when x is 1, y is -2, joint probability value is 0.1. When x is 1, y is -1, joint probability value is 0.2. When x is 1, y is 4, joint probability value is 0. When x is 1, y is 5, joint probability value is 0.3. Similarly, when x is 2, y is -2, joint probability value is 0.2. When x is 2, y is -1, joint probability value is 0.1. When x is 2, y is 4, joint probability value is 0.1. And when x is 2, y is 5, joint probability value is 0. This is the given table. Now determine the marginal probability distribution of x and y. Also compute expectations of x and y and xy, that is mean of and standard deviation of xy. Next, covariance of x and y and correlation of x and y. Also further verify that x and y are dependent random variables. Also find probability of x plus y which is greater than 0. Solution: marginal distributions of x, y are obtained by adding all the respective rows and column entries. That is, marginal distribution is obtained by adding row values and adding column values. Now first I can write xi values and corresponding row sum values, that is xi 1 2 and f of xi, that is row sum values. Now I can consider only x, that is first row, x is 1. Now f of x1, that is first row sum, 0.1 plus 0.2, 0.3, 0.3 plus 0.3, 0.3 plus 0.3, that is 0.6. Now x is 2, that is second row sum, 0.2 plus 0.1, 0.3, 0.3 plus 1, 0.4 plus 0.4. This is marginal distribution for x value. Similarly, marginal distribution for y value, that is yj, I can write the column values -2, -1, 4 and 5. Now we can add the column values. Y is -2, therefore sum of first column values, that is 0.1 plus 0.2, that is 0.3. Now the second column, that is y is -1, we have 0.2 plus 0.1, the value is 0.3. Now third column, that is y equal to 4, the value is sum 0 plus 0.1 is 0.1. Now the fourth column, that is y is 5, therefore 0.3 plus 0, 0.3. This is the marginal distribution of x and y. Now we need to find expectations of x, y and xy. Therefore expectation, that is mu, first one, mu x, that is expectation of x equal to, we have the formula summation of xi into f of x, means we have x values and f of x values, so multiply and add these values, will get the answer x f of x. Therefore x1 into f of x1, 0.6 plus x2 into f of x2, that is 0.8. Therefore 0.6 plus 0.8 will get 1.4. Similarly, some expectation of y, that is mu I, which is equal to E of y summation yj into g of yj. It means sum of multiplication of y and g of y values, that is minus 2 into 0.3 plus minus 1 into 0.3 plus 4 into 0.1 plus 5 into 0.3. By multiplying, adding these values, we will get 1. Now expectation of x and y, expectation of x and y, which is equal to, we have the formula summation xi yj into jij. By observing the table xi, that is x1, by observing the table we have values xi, that is for each x and for each y we have j of y's values. Therefore x1 y1, that is 1 minus 2 j11, that is 0.1. Now 1 minus 1 and its joint probability value is 0.2. 1 minus 1, 0.2. 1 4 0, x is 1, y is 4, j is 4. Now 1 5.3, x 1, y 5 and j value is 0.3 plus. Now come to the second row and all the columns. 2 minus 2 and its value is 0.2. 2 minus 2 and 0.2. Next 2 minus 1 and its value is 0.1. Next 2 4.1. Next 2 5 0. 2 5 0. By simplifying, and we'll get the answer 0.9. Next we want standard deviation of x. Therefore now we need to find the variance, that is v of x, which is equal to sigma x square. The formula is E expectation of x square minus mu x whole square. Already we have mu x value, only we need to find expectation of x square. We have the formula for expectation of x. Now we need to find the formula expectation of x square, that is replacing x by x square, that is summation of xi square into f of xi minus mu x square as it is, and we have x values and we need to take the square and multiply to f of x. Therefore x1 square into f of x1 plus x2 square into f of x2 will get the 0.6 plus 1.6 minus mu x is 1.4 and its whole square, will get the answer 0.24. This is variance, that is sigma x square. Now we want standard deviation, therefore take the square root, sigma x equal to 0.49. Similarly sigma y square, that is variance of y. We have the formula in terms of y, therefore summation of y j square into g of yj minus mu y whole square. Already we have mu y whole square, only we need to find y square into g of y, that is all the y values take the square and multiply to the g of y. Therefore y1 square into g of y1, y2 square into g of y2 plus y3 square into g of y3 plus y4 square into g of y4 minus mu y square. Simplifying, we will get the answer 9.6, which is variance of y. Now we want standard deviation of y, therefore sigma of y equal to 3.1. Now we need to find covariance of xy, which is equal to, we have the formula covariance of xy is expectation of xy minus expectation of x into expectation of y, that is mu of x into mu of y. Expectation of xy already we have, that is 0.9 minus e of x and e of y also we have, therefore By putting this value and simplifying, we'll get minus 0.5. And the next one, correlation of xy, that is rho of xy. We have the formula covariance of xy divided by sigma x into sigma y, which equal to covariance of xy is minus 0.5 divided by sigma x is 0.49 into sigma y is 3.1. By simplifying, we'll get minus 0.3292. Next, we need to show that the given variables are dependent. Therefore, we have the formula for independent variables. Therefore, we can show if it is not independent variable, then we can say it as the given variables are x and y are dependent. That is, if x and y are independent random variables, then we have the formula f of xi into g of yj, which is equal to jij. That is, now we can calculate randomly. Take the f of x1 and g of y1, that is 0.6 and 0.3, which is equal to 0.1, but j11 value is 0.1. Therefore, f of x1 g of y1 not equal to j11. Similarly, for other value, the above condition should not satisfy. Therefore, given x and y are dependent variables. Further, we need to find the probability value of x plus y, which is positive. Therefore, first we can consider x values and y values. We have x equal to x values, that is x1 y1 x1 x2, that is 1 and 2, and y values yj, that is y1 y2 y3 y4, that is minus 2 minus 1 4 5. Now we need to find x plus y which is greater than 0, and we have from the table values j11 is 0.1, j12 is 0.2, j13 is 0, j14 is 0.3, j21 0.2, j22 0.1, j23 0.1, j24 0. Now x plus y is positive, that is greater than 0 is possible when x and y takes the values 1 4, because if you add x and y values, we will get positive. See here, x is 1, y1 is minus 2, will not get positive value. X is 1, x1 is 1, y2 is minus 1, will not get positive value. Therefore, we will take y3, that is 1 comma 4, that is 1 plus 4 5, which is positive. This value is satisfies. Similarly, x is 1, y is 5, this also satisfies. Next, y is 2, x is 2, y is minus 2, this is not satisfies. Therefore, next x2 y2, that is 2 minus 1 satisfies, 2 4 satisfies, 2 5 satisfies, means x plus y should be positive, that is greater than 0. Now therefore, p of x plus y which is greater than 0 is equal to x1 y3, that is j13, plus x1 y4, that is j14, plus x2 y2, that is j22, plus x2 y3, that is j23, and x2 y4, that is j24. And from the table values, substituting these and simplify, we will get the answer 0.5. This is probability value of x plus y, which is positive.